Hello everybody, Assassinator back with another Halo Infinite informative video. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I usually do these and include them in with my Tuesday videos, but I felt there's a lot of info in here that I think you might want to hear, so therefore I'm going to put it into its own standalone video. Because this is basically going to be what we can expect in Season 5 and beyond. At least the short term and what they're planning on. Now a lot of this info came from X when Unishek from 343 ended up posting basically a big outline of what we can expect. So we're going to start off with networking, which basically is that 343 has been trying to fix it bit by bit, but that wasn't working, so they're going to be working on a more comprehensive overhaul. And because of it being so large of an undertaking, it is going to take time. So we're probably not going to hear anything about it, maybe even all season, but they will end up letting us know as soon as they actually have something to talk about. Because significant work has been done already, but it's not ready for them to actually release it. So it's kind of like a big overhaul on the networking, and hopefully this is a big improvement on desync. Hopefully it kind of eliminates it for the most part. And overall, it's good that 343 is talking about that, because that's one of those things that's like they keep on, giving us Season 5, which was great with game modes, but if they don't fix the underlying issues, that's where you're going to end up losing players. It's going to frustrate players. Because I know I get frustrated at times. Some of the people I play with get frustrated even more than me. But moving on to the next, which will be custom games. So there has been loading issues. And 343 basically says it started because of the explosion in custom game sessions, which grew due to the addition of Forge AI Toolkit and Custom Games XP. So basically, a lot more people are using Forge and custom games, which means it's probably stressing their servers out a little bit more than they actually planned it being. So one of the issues that players are actually having specifically is that they try to get into a match that shows that it has open spots, that only 1 or 2 people are playing, but actually what it is I guess it's not refreshing that player count fast enough, so therefore people are basically getting kicked out or not allowed in, and it's saying that it's full. And it's like, well, how is it full? It says only 2 people. So that's one of those frustrating things that are happening that 343 is looking into. They've heard our feedback and they're going to be making adjustments. Then we got what they call multi-use customization. So they did bring us the highly requested helmets with Season 5, and they're continuing to work on bringing us shoulders next. So it should be the shoulders that we're going to get cross-core soon, hopefully soon. They don't have an exact date, but that is their next work on. And then on top of that, they're going to continue to work on making more armor coatings cross-core. So we have seen this done when Season 5 launched. It was kind of like a stealth drop in the background that we weren't told about, but it actually ended up happening because they're doing it in waves. So it seems like something that they're going to be doing probably for a pretty long time is bringing us those coatings, making every coating cross-core. They didn't say every coating, but I'm trying to read between the lines, and hopefully they'll end up doing that. Now they're also working on making the coatings from the very first HCS team bundle from Season 1 cross-core for those of us who purchased it. Now I feel that they say for those of us who purchased it that they're going to actually end up bringing these coatings back. Now they're going to bring all of them back probably except for Envy, because Team Envy is no more, and I believe it's because Team Envy turned into a different team. Now I was one of those that as soon as I heard that Team Envy was going to be no more and their team coating was going to get replaced, I actually purchased it, so I'll be able to actually use it on every single one of my cores once it becomes cross-core. But in my opinion, their coding wasn't the best. It was just that they were leaving and I kind of had FOMO, so I ended up purchasing it. Then next up, they talked about stability and enhanced crash reports. So in Season 5, they added even more reporting information in-game to help detect crashes so they can figure out why it is happening. They have been steadily improving the game's stability and will continue making improvements moving forward using that information. So again, just like with networking, hopefully they end up bringing this out soon, and hopefully it actually fixes the issue. Now we're going to get into Season 5 and what we can expect from Season 5 for sure, which is the mid-season update, which should bring us Firefight King of the Hill, which will have 9 maps. One of those maps will be the House of Reckoning from the campaign, and 3 of the maps will be community-made maps. Now with Firefight, you're going to be able to choose the difficulty, so if you want to just start off lower and see how good you do, and then obviously increase the difficulty from there, you can do that, but at the same exact time, skulls will be random, and skulls can make the game mode even harder. Now from the data mine information, they're going to have different types of Firefight. They're going to have Firefight Mythic, Firefight Mythic King of the Hill, and Firefight Classic. Now I can only imagine what Firefight Mythic is. I'm assuming it's one of the harder ones, but at the same exact time, it sounds like we might actually get Firefight Classic. Now, of course, this is in the back end. Doesn't mean that it's coming during the mid-season update or even this season at all. It might be a future season when they end up, I guess, refreshing Firefight. But we'll have to wait and see on that. But just wanted to let you know what is back there, so what we can potentially see in the future. Then when it comes to the equipment, we're going to be getting the Repair Field, which repairs vehicles and Spartans, and it can be attached to a vehicle. I wonder if you can throw it out a Spartan and actually attach it to them, so they're kind of healing as they're running around. That'd be kind of crazy to see. And I'm sure people will be checking that out, seeing what they can actually do with it once it's added into the game. And then of course in Season 5, the mid-season update, we're going to be getting bug fixes and stability improvements and much more. Now they did say that they will share more with us once they get closer to the actual drop. Now I feel that this will be coming during the first operation, which is happening this month on November 14th. So just a short amount of time, and we're going to see if I'm correct or not. Now a bit of information about Halo Infinite and what to expect this month. So this week we did get Big Team Battle Infection. Now on paper it seemed really cool, it seemed really fun. But when people were playing it, they weren't really happy at the beginning of the week on Tuesday into Wednesday because it seemed like the infected were just way too OP. I mean, they were able to jump higher, they were able to run faster, so it made it kind of impossible to actually get a win. It was kind of how long can you survive at that point. Well, on Wednesday, 343 did a back-end update, and basically they fixed some of what people complained about in this mode. So they made it so that the movement speed and jump height of the infected players align with what they are in the arena infected. So that should solve some of the issues. I haven't gotten back in since they've done this update to actually check it out, but I plan to either later today or maybe Monday morning. But on top of that, they added in 2 maps that were actually taken out, so they re-added those. So if you haven't played since midday on Wednesday, make sure to get in so you can check out those new maps and see how you actually feel about those adjustments. And then let me know in the comments below what you think. And then we have next week, or just a couple of days from now, November 7th, we'll have in the item shop the Mark 5 kit. So this will be the Mark 5 armor kit from CE, which will come with the kit along with the armor coating and the visor that you see on screen right now. Now with how 343 has been pricing their item shop items this season, I'm expecting this item to come at 2,000 credits all the way up to 2,500 credits just for this small bundle, because I guarantee it's going to be a legendary bundle. Now let me know in the comments below before we actually see the price, what do you think it's going to come in at? What would you pay for it? Then we have the following week, the week of November 14th, where we'll get the Mountain Dew Gamer Fuel Halo 3 Refilled playlist, which has 7 maps from Halo 3, some of them being Cliffside, The Pit, High Ground, Isolation, Banished Narrows, and a few others. Now I'm a sucker for Halo 3 maps, so I will be playing in that game mode probably all that week. And hopefully it doesn't rotate out for at least 4 weeks, because that's roughly how long that operation, which starts that same exact day. So Operation 1, called Combined Arms, runs from November 14th through December 18th. And that's going to come with a 20-tier event pass. All free of charge, but you have until December 18th to basically complete everything in there, unless you end up paying 500 credits for a premium edition of it. Which then at that point, you have unlimited amount of time to actually finish it. Now on the final topic, it's going to be HCS Year 3, because Tashi at 343 posted that we'll hear more about Year 3 in January, or that is the current plan, because obviously if things aren't finalized by January, they might need a little bit more time for that. But I don't think that they really start the HCS season until March or something like that. Now the reason why this should be important to most of you who listen to this video is because most of you probably subscribe to this channel because you want Twitch drops and you want that Twitch drop information. Well, all the HCS Championship events that are announced for Year 3 are basically ones that are going to have some brand new Twitch drops. And getting those items during that event are usually the best way to get them, because after that they kind of break them up. So let's say, for instance, the coatings, they end up breaking that up into 8 different events if we're talking about the armor coatings. If it's weapon coatings, they might break that up into 9 different events. And when I'm talking about the events, I'm talking these smaller events that are put on by the Halo community. So it can take you weeks to actually get the full collection if that's what you're looking for. Now, I will, of course, always bring you the information for every single one of these Twitch drops, but if you know ahead of time, it kind of will help out. And I will make sure to do a video with the dates. I won't know the items, but I'll at least know the dates for every single one of these Year 3 HCS events. Now, that's going to be it for this video. I made it very informative, wanted to bring you all the details that I have for what to expect during Season 5 and beyond. So if you liked this video, found it informative, make sure to hit that like button, but until next time, Assassinator out.